a governor going on television after a massive tragedy where we don't even.
A lead representative going on TV after a gigantic misfortune, where we don't have the foggiest idea about the quantity of individuals dead, yet you have this huge region that has been caught fire. And afterward, he begins looking at taking it over. For the express, that is a crazy situation. To take it as post-misfortune, when individuals are enduring at their most, they couldn't really accept that it happened to have has affirmed Oprah Winfrey, purchased 870 sections of land in Kula. In the focal piece of May, the news magnate burned through $6.6 million from Milupalakua Farm that is on top of 100 sections of land that Oprah as of now possesses in Heartland, Maui. When I was on the island last week, I selected Sway Fenton, one of the country's driving crisis supervisors. And I imply that that is not poetic overstatement, who has been on the ground in Hawaii since before the fires ejected as our central bureaucratic reaction facilitator to lead our drawn-out recuperation on Maui. Just to survey the neighborhood government in Maui, didn't utilize the alarms to make occupants aware of the fire, didn't permit admittance to water to extinguish the fire, and shut the mainways out from town. This is one of the incredible embarrassments in American history. Many individuals ought to be in jail. Even Elon Musk himself said they ought to be indicted in the event that there is any equity in this world. In an amazing turn, Joe Rogan and Elon Musk have collaborated to discuss something they find disturbing, including Oprah Winfrey. Individuals have been discussing Oprah doing a few sketchy things in the diversion world. And presently it appears as though something is happening in Maui, and they need to uncover it. Oprah Winfrey, known for her prosperity and great deeds, is confronting questions about her expectations. A few people believe she's looking for trouble with regards to Maui. There's a conviction that the fires on the island probably won't have been regular, raising doubts about Oprah's job in what ended up making things more confounded. Oprah and Dwayne "the Stone" Johnson began a pledge drive to assist with Maui's recuperation. Yet a few people figure this probably won't be basically as compassionate, as it appears to be certain individuals are stressed that Oprah and the Stone are involving this cause exertion as a method for taking cash from individuals of Maui. Yet he said in a question and answer session, we're conversing with the principal legal officer. He said, I'm conversing with my principal legal officer to investigate choices for the state to assume control over that land and use it to construct labor force lodging or fabricate a remembrance to the for individuals who lost their lives. Joe Rogan is known not to actually tend to think about what the world thinks and expresses his genuine thoughts. And this time he's done the very same. There were a ton of bits of gossip about the inclusion of elites in the Maui Flames, and he affirmed it by welcoming a visitor on his web recording as of late on an episode of the Joe Rogan Experience. Joe Rogan and his visitor Tulsi Gabbard, who filled in as the delegate for Hawaii's second legislative region. From 2013 to 2021, during their discussion, they dug into the reaction to the staggering flames that desolated Maui. What stood apart was Joe Rogan raising worries about, how is that conceivable that these individuals could lose their home and afterward lose their territory? Shockingly, Tulsi affirmed Joe's doubt. During the show, The Express, the lead representative, is taking a gander at taking that land, taking responsibility for land, that it is unjustifiable anyway. The worries of individuals of Laha, including conspicuous figures like Archie Kappa, a famous surfer and local area pioneer, as well as local Hawaiian pioneers and families who have dwelled in Lena for 9 ages, rotated around the state's revenue. In taking responsibility for land, Thule brought up the incongruity that while the state was endeavoring to secure individuals' territory, they were offering negligible monetary help to assist them with adapting. She got out. Whatever I heard again and again was nobody from the district, the state, or the national government has shown their face locally. It is neighbors helping neighbors, families helping families. And that is amusing on the grounds that Biden vowed to give to the reason I believe you should be aware for the U.S. of America, all the country American individuals. Stand with you, this absence of help was especially disappointing, given that Hawaii, as of now, has the greatest expanse of residing in the whole country. It seemed like a savage curve, the lead calamity reaction chairman from the Biden organization. Stand there and gladly say, hello, we're giving everyone $700 installment. Tulsi Gabbard didn't stop at tending to the public authorities' help out with the networks impacted by the Maui fierce blazes, and the result of the fiasco. Neighbors and families needed to depend on one another for help and fundamental supplies. On the grounds that the public authority help was missing, Tulsi went above and beyond and by flew from Maui's primary air terminal to a more modest one close to the impacted region to convey truly necessary supplies to the local area, wrestling with the consequence of the fierce blazes. Gabbard featured that the families and networks impacted were passed on abandoned because of the sluggish reaction from the City Hall leader, besides the public authorities' arrangement to assume command over the land, simply added to their difficulties. And there was profound worry that the lead representative could tip in and guarantee the land that had been home to ages of the local area. Even Elon appears to put stock in this. He tweeted, in light of the clasp, the Lena fire misfortune features the significance of solving continuous data that nearby, especially mixed public shock was the glaring shamefulness of the circumstance. Individuals couldn't grasp how the public authority could endeavor to hold on to land from nearby occupants when big names like Oprah Winfrey possessed tremendous fields of land. As a matter of fact, it's commonly realized that Oprah, who has invested north of 15 years part energy in Maui, as of late taken part in a critical land procurement binge in the solemn state. As per a report from a neighborhood news source, she spent roughly $6.6 million to buy 4 bundles of rural land, adding up to a surprising 870 sections of land. In Kai Maui, 2 of these properties were even sold by Ulu Palaku Farm. Last month, one of them enveloped 520 sections of land that was obtained for $3.89 million, while the other, crossing 330 sections of land, cost her $2.47 million. The uniqueness between these activities is very striking, wouldn't you concur? Adding to the buzz about Oprah Winfrey is her monstrous land stash in Hawaii. She just caught an extra 870 sections of land, making her the proprietor of just about 1,000 sections of land in the space. Now this has people talking, and some even got a digit wild with paranoid fears, proposing that Oprah and other rich people could have had something to do with those fierce blazes to grow their territory. Somebody on Twitter totally uncovered her and said Oprah Winfrey has been purchasing up land in Maui, like insane 520 section of land plot, for $3.89 million out of 2023 330 sections of land, for $2.47 million out of 2023 210 section of land areas of land, for $100,000 each in 2022. Over the most recent couple of years, she has gone from around 100 sections of land in Maui to north of 1,000 sections of land. Then, at that point, out of nowhere, all of a sudden a fire comes and obliterates many homes close to her territory. Yet her property stays immaculate, sound recognizable. In 2017, a very destructive fire obliterated many homes close to Oprah's Monteo Manor, yet her property stayed immaculate. After 2017, Oprah kept extending her territory in Monteo to north of 70 sections of land, remembering purchasing a 4-section of land complex for 2019 that was obliterated by slides half a month. After the 2017 fire, awakened individuals are scratching their heads, inquiring as to why Oprah isn't offering a portion of her immaculate land to the people who lost everything in the fires. I mean, why crowd all that land that wasn't even moved by the flares, as opposed to catching up with people for cash? Why not set out to really utilize that land and assist them with reconstructing their homes? It's Go people pondering, you realize, she then. At that point, attempted to conceal her tracks by setting up a pledge drive with the stone. Thus we have made individuals' asset of Maui that will put cash straightforwardly in the possession of individuals who need it the present moment, yet there's some obscure business there, too, requesting cash, unadulterated, detestable. As I would see it, the U.S. branch of trade assessed that the rapidly spreading fire harm to be in the overabundance of $5 billion, connoting that individuals of Maui require a significant measure of cash to fix their properties. Fortunately, a significant part of the impacted region has been contained. A report from the Maui province on Sunday affirmed that the Lena fire is currently totally taken care of with 2,170 sections of land copied as additional individuals research the authenticity of the Maui Reserve. There are claims that the underlying $5 million contributed by the stone and Oprah was basically seed cash, suggesting that citizens are currently being approached to add to their asset. Purportedly, the assets given by Dwayne and Oprah went straightforwardly to their separate associations and reports. Recommend that not a solitary fragrance has arrived at the rapidly spreading fire casualties. Another inquiry is the reason the hell are unfortunate people in Maui actually hanging tight for.